Today I'm with Lauren.
Hello.
She's going to be a guest on our podcast, The Ponder Box, and she has no idea what we're doing today. So Lauren, why don't you go ahead and open up this box?
Hey, should I be nervous?
No, I think you're safe today. Go ahead and read what it says out loud.
Wax melting, wick waiting so still, a crafty dance, a creative thrill. Stirred and poured, a candle takes flight, flickering flames, casting soft light.
Do you have any idea what we're going to be doing today?
Are we going to make our own candles?
We are going to make our own
Yay,
candles.
so fun. I've never done that.
Yeah, so
Never.
we're going to head on over to Candle Chemistry where we get to make our own candles, pick out our scents, and then take them home. Okay, so Lauren and I are at Candle Chemistry. Candle Chemistry is a place in downtown Gilbert. They have 3 locations where you can come and make your own scented candle.
Yes, so excited.
I'm excited you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Okay, we're here to learn all about you. So tell us a little bit about you and how you came to Arizona.
Okay, let's see. Where do I start? So I am a single mom of 4 kids. My kids are almost 17, 15, 10, and 7. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. And soon after my divorce, my ex-husband got a job offer in Arizona. And so he asked if I'd be willing to move so we could be close to each other with the kids and co-parent. So here we are. I actually have some friends in Arizona. I'm originally from California. That's where I was born and raised. So Arizona's close to California, and I have friends over here in Phoenix, and I am loving it. I never thought I'd love somewhere as much as Southern California, and I am loving Arizona. There's so much to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, I grew up in Arizona, so I agree. It's a pretty cool spot.
So many restaurants, things to do.
What do you do for work?
I hate this word. I need to find a new word. But I'm an influencer, content creator. I also kind of own my own smaller marketing firm where I have clients that I manage their social media and their influencer relations for their business, some product lines, brand deals, stuff like that. So, but all in the social media world.
Okay. Do you like it?
I love it. I love that it's flexible schedule. I can be home with my kids. I can control, my hours and stuff like that. So I really enjoy it. And I enjoy creating content.
Yeah, no, I love that part too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our candles like while we're talking. Okay. So right now we've already picked out our scents.
Yes. We smelled a lot of scents to get this combo.
How many would you guess? Maybe like...
There were probably at least 60.
I was going to say 60 or 70. So we've narrowed it down to 3. So we're basically taking the oils, we're putting them in this, and then we'll make our candle. So
I'm excited. So if you guys want to make the signature Lauren Mueller and Angela Gordon, here's what you need to come in and use.
Yeah. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about the influencer world because I have no idea what this is like. I mean, you get paid from brand sponsorships. Which
the way it all started, I went on a trip with actually like a multi-level marketing company back in like 2017. And my friend there is a YouTuber, she still is, and content creator, Instagram influencer. And she told me, oh yeah, look at this picture of my kids. They were like eating applesauce, like the little pouches. She's like, yeah, the brand paid me $15,000 for that. And I'm like, dude, if you can get paid $15,000 to take a picture, like I can do that. So that's kind of where it all started when I realized the money that is in influencer marketing. It's crazy because brands, huge national brands, are putting so much of their marketing budget towards social media now, rather than, like in magazines or print ads or televised ads. So they're pushing a lot of their budget in social media marketing. So that's how I started.
And why don't you like the word?
I feel like influencer has like a negative connotation. Like people don't view it kind of as like a real job.
Sure.
Which I get, like, because to that people will be like, oh, it must be so easy. You just get paid to take a picture. And I'm like, you don't understand all the hours of building the brand that went into that. And then even just the hours for the content creation alone, the photography, the setup, the editing. You go back and forth with the brand. They're like, no, you were wearing a white shirt, so you have to reshoot the whole thing. It needs to be like a pink shirt, Sure. So I don't know. So I feel like influencer kind of has a negative connotation. And so, that it did. Then I feel like people don't think I have a real job. And I'm like, no, it is, like people, you could make well over 6 figures doing influencer marketing. So.
Is there a brand that you have a goal to work with?
I mean, I would love to like fashion is my favorite part of content creation. So I would love to work with, like Nordstrom or Nike, some of the bigger fashion brands I would love to work with.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw you post yesterday about socks.
Oh my gosh, yes. The
And
best socks.
I put my socks on today and I was like, am I old because I wear the no-show socks?
You guys, I'm so sad about it. So my oldest
So we don't wear no-show
you have
socks anymore?
You have teenagers too.
Yeah.
And she's always like, that's out, Mom. Like,
Yeah.
that's not cool. So yeah, apparently no-show socks are not cool. And you're supposed to wear like mid
Like the
socks.
the crew. Okay.
Yeah, but like not the really high ones.
Yeah.
Like the mid-high.
The mid. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, why are you but I will say those type of socks are way more comfortable.
And you just put them over your leggings?
Yeah, and isn't that weird too, wearing socks over leggings?
I'm gonna
Like, that's a thing now.
I'm going to try it today at the gym and see.
Socks over leggings at the gym, definitely. Like some
tag
white
you.
scrunchy socks, please do. Get those socks. I linked.
I'm
They're
going to
good.
have to. Well, I noticed that it said squishy and I was like, or
Yes, those are like so padded.
Cushioned,
Yes.
yeah. Because I think that when I think about brand new, like there's nothing
Yes.
better than putting on a brand new pair of socks. Like you put your feet in there and you're just like, if they feel so good.
Something I read once was that Britney Spears, every single pair of underwear and every single pair of socks, she never wears them twice. They're brand new. And I'm like, what a life. I want to make enough money to wear a brand new pair of socks
every day.
Every time I put on socks.
That's crazy. How's your scent coming along over there?
It's good. I feel like I put a little too much of the sweetness, but now it's full.
Yeah, I know. Mine's full too.
I'm
I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be diluted,
Yeah.
so it'll be okay. Mine's yellow. Yours is like clear.
Oops. It's so full. It's about to overflow.
Yeah.
But I think we're good. Yeah, I like it. Oh, yeah. Well, you can do this and see what it will smell like.
That's what I was doing. I think I need more. I like the volcano. So, okay. So you're divorced, as you mentioned,
Yes.
but recently dating someone, right? So
Yes.
I want to know how you met him and how that's going.
Okay. You're going to die. So I'm not going to say the name of the person, but we have a mutual friend who I'm good friends with. I was spending the night at her house, which I often do when when I didn't have my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going to go to this cute little hole in the wall called Denim and Diamonds.
Yep, I'm familiar.
This country bar on Wednesday nights. It's a ladies' night. We were going to go. I was so exhausted. I'm like, please, let's just go to bed. We were getting in bed. It was 12:40. Her phone rings and it says no caller ID. And I'm like, who the heck? And
Wait, did you guys go to Denim or not yet?
No, we didn't go to
Okay.
Denim. We were like getting in bed. So I
Okay.
just washed all my makeup
Okay.
off. Looked like total crap. Was in my like baggy sweatpant pajamas. Her phone rings, says no caller ID. We almost didn't answer it. She answered it. And they were like, hi, ma'am, this is so-and-so with the police department. We're outside your house. We need you to come out.
Okay.
And our friend instantly gets like visibly upset and is like crying. She's like, why? And we had deduced at that point it was from her ex-husband had called for something that was ridiculous and was completely unnecessary for the police to be called about. And so I'm like, it's fine. I'll go out there with you. So I go out first. We're like, we'll be right out. I flip on the porch light, go out. And I literally open the door and we laugh about this every day. And I was like, oh, because he was so like cute. And he has a mustache, which always, ever since I've been divorced, my friends always joke. My daughter says I like guys that look like they drink Mountain Dew.
That is hilarious.
And they always have mustaches. So when we would be out at like the bars, any of my friends would see a guy with a mustache. They'd be like, Mountain Dew, 12 o'clock. Like, you're going to like him. They would go up to guys and be like, can you come meet our friend Lauren? We know she's going to love you. So anyways, yeah, he has a mustache. And I literally was like, oh, when I walked out, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, asked if it was the person they'd called about. I said, no, she's right behind me. I'm her friend. Like, is it okay if I'm out here? And he's like, if she's okay with it, you can be out here. So very long story short, he took her report, handled everything. I ended up we like talked a little bit. I gave him my number and then the rest was history. So,
oh my gosh, I'm dying.
It's so funny to tell people. They're like, how did you meet? I'm like, well, he responded to a domestic violence call for my friend. That was like, nothing ended up happening for the record. Like no charges were filed or anything happened, but.
Good story.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I almost didn't spend the night at her house at night. We almost were at Denim and Diamonds. We almost didn't answer the phone because I guess he'd been knocking and we didn't hear. So
okay.
Crazy. And he had randomly taken that call. It wasn't even like assigned to him. He had just like picked it up and taken it. So crazy.
Meant to be. Yeah, I love that story.
Yes.
Okay. What did you do last night?
What did I do last night? What's today? What is today?
Today is Wednesday.
Oh, last night's so boring. We'll have to talk about something more exciting. Last night, my boyfriend is actually he was super sick yesterday, and I was taking care of him. He almost passed out in the bathroom. His eyes rolled back in his head.
Oh, that's
I know.
scary. Did
It
you
was
give
wild.
him some Gatorade or?
Yeah, I went and bought him a green juice.
Pedialyte?
Yes, forced him to drink a green juice and some Panera soup. So yeah, nothing exciting. What'd you do last night? Anything exciting?
No, I worked. I read a book.
Yes, you're always posting the best books on Instagram. I need to start.
Yeah.
You need a book highlight so then I can buy books
need a book highlight. You're right.
from the books you recommend.
Yeah, I read and then went to bed. It's very low key.
The low key single life we both live now.
Yeah.
2 months ago, I was going out every night. Now I have a boyfriend.
Now you stay home.
I stay home every night.
Feed him Gatorade.
Feed him green juice.
Okay, so now we're going to pour our oil in.
Yes.
We got to hold the wick. Dump it fast. Okay, and then stir in a C
Yeah, she said the end, right? I'm not crazy.
for a minute and a half. Okay, well, while we're stirring,
Yeah.
I want to know one of your biggest pet peeves.
Oh gosh, let me think. This is a random one.
Okay.
No, you tell me one of yours so
I have
spark
so
my brain.
many.
Okay, go. Tell me one of
The
them.
first thing that's coming to my mind right now is people who don't put the grocery cart away.
Same.
I will literally get out of my
Same.
car and stare at them.
Yep.
While I grab their grocery cart and put it away.
I will never date a guy that doesn't put his grocery cart away.
No, it's
Ew,
ultimate
it's rude.
lazy.
Yes.
Yeah, lazy, rude, not.
One time
cool.
a guy was like, well, people get paid for that.
No.
And I'm like, well, yeah, but not to, no, put it back. They get paid to take it from the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so that sparked something for you?
That is definitely one of mine. What else? This is like a personal pet peeve, but I literally cannot stand when my hands or my hair smell like food.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been known, I have pictures of it. My friends make so much fun of me for it. If someone comes out with fajitas at a restaurant, I will put my hood on and
yeah, because it'll absorb it. Yeah.
And then your hair will smell,
like
especially if you
fajitas.
just washed it that day.
Yeah.
Immediately, no.
Do you wash your hair every day?
No, do you?
Yeah.
Every day?
Every day.
I wash it every other day. So
Yeah.
wash today, not tomorrow, then the next day.
That's nice. No, I wash it every day. But I also, I feel like I work out or I'm in the sauna.
Yeah.
So
Sauna, I would have to wash it for sure.
Yeah.
Because you do the infrared sauna.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay, what's your longest cold plunge? Because don't you do a cold plunge at that place?
Yeah, I have a cold plunge in my garage actually.
That's nice. And wait, do you have a sauna in there too? That's when you post. Oh, fun.
Yeah. My longest cold plunge was, I want to say it was 8 minutes in that 33 degrees.
Dang.
But now I just do 3 minutes and 45 every day.
I did. So I went for my first time, which I love the place I go to. Have you been to Reset?
No, but I think
Reset
it's probably
Mind,
the
Body.
same as Reconnect. I think it's the same concept.
Yeah. And so it was my first time. It was 23 degrees.
That's cold.
They're like, you have to stay in for at least 3 minutes. So I did 3.5 minutes, then 3 minutes in the hot tub. And there was someone else in there and they had kind of challenged me. So the next one I'm doing hands in, cause he was like, oh, I do 3 minutes and with my hands in, and then I do hot tub and get back in and I do 5 minutes, no hands. And I'm like, so I did 6 minutes with my hands in for my second one that day.
You showed them up.
Yep.
I feel like that when I was going to Reconnect, there were guys
Yes.
athletic guys, and they would get in and jump right back out. I'm
Yes.
like, this is
You're like, come
embarrassing.
on. Yes.
Just get in, rip the Band-Aid
I know
off.
that guy was ripped and he does it all the time. Do you feel like it's been a minute?
I feel like,
and a half?
I was just
over
about to say. Okay, now I need to wipe it off.
So yeah, I had to show him what's up.
Yeah.
Now
were
smell
you
it.
staring at him the whole time?
Well, I was
I
like,
would've been
oh,
like-
really? I said, I'm going to go longer than you.
Yeah.
And so he sat there and watched
would've
and
been
he's
like-
like, I can't believe you beat me.
It smells good. Let me smell yours.
Yeah.
Oh, yours
Let me
smells
smell yours.
good.
I feel like I like yours better. Yours is more, it's like, oh gosh, I just got up my nose. Now I'm
You're
going to
just
smell
smelling
it all day.
Yeah.
Yours is more like anthro vibes.
Yeah. I think it's that volcano.
Yeah.
Another
Cute.
pet peeve of mine is when I let a pedestrian like cross the street and they don't do the whole.
At least say thank you. Yes.
Like
Yes.
I'm that creep that's like, thank you
so much, thank you.
Like, because I want them to know that I.
Which that makes me think of a pet peeve when you're like in a parking lot and people are just walking in the middle of the thing. So rude.
Yeah.
Which
well,
brings
if you
me...
have a Prius, they can't hear you. So then I'm like, okay,
or a Tesla.
maybe they can't hear me, but maybe that's
which
it.
That brings me to, I feel like now that like sparked my ultimate pet peeve is I cannot stand when people are rude, like to employees.
Yeah.
Like it just, I mean, yeah, be firm if like something happened that you need to. I was at Costco the other day and the little receipt door checker was probably like 75. And she was so sweet, like talking to all the kids, writing little smiley faces. And this guy behind them was just like, this old lady, like, and yelling at her, like, stop chit-chatting everyone up, and literally was like screaming at her and like cussing at her. And I'm just like, oh, like I cannot. When people are rude to people that are doing their jobs, I'm like, ooh, I agree. Makes me so mad.
I read something the other day or listened to a podcast, I can't remember, but they said like when you're dating someone, like take them out to a restaurant, see how they treat the service staff because it's such a good indication. So true. Yeah.
So true.
What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? Well,
does your boyfriend dance, country dance?
No. And so, as you know, Angela knows I love to go to country bars. So normally I used to go every Friday to Buffalo Chip, which is the best country bar ever. And he'll go with me, but it's not his favorite thing. I do have some friends going to Buffalo Chip this Friday. I might go do some line dancing, but and I have my kids this weekend. So every other weekend I don't have my kids. That's when I feel like I do more fun things. So we'll do, kid go things. To the movies or do the normal kid things. So are you doing anything exciting this weekend?
No, I don't think so.
Reading a book?
I have plans Saturday night.
Do you have any dates?
But I can't share them because it's a surprise birthday thing, so I can't really say anything else about it.
But when's your next date? That's what you should tell us.
No, I don't have a date.
No dates coming up?
No.
Well, wait. What we should talk about is dating apps.
No, I work, take care of my kids, and I
clean the house,
to read and work out, and then I go to bed, and it's very peaceful.
A little cold plunge mixed in.
Yeah, it's very peaceful. Yeah, but dating apps are terrible.
Yeah, are you on dating apps right now?
No, I was on Hinge for a weekend, and literally
that's when you got your Christmas party date, right?
Yes. Yeah. I shut it down right away. It was not for me.
I'm just like, how do people, I mean, unless you find a cop that responds to a domestic violence call, how do people meet people? Because I was on all the apps. I mean, I was on Hinge. I was on Tinder, which was a little, so I didn't get on there much. And then Facebook dating.
Oh.
I didn't even know that existed. My friend told me about it.
Isn't that where like all the old people hang out?
No. I thought it would be. There were like a lot of people on there, but like, how do people meet people? Like, how?
I don't know. I just got tired of the like, oh, where are you from? What are you doing? What are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
Like,
what kept happening to me? And I don't mean this in like a cocky way because I'm not that cool on Instagram. There are so many people way cooler than me. Like, I'm not even that cool. But when guys they'd like end up asking for my Instagram, sometimes just because it was like, hey, let's exchange Instagram. Sometimes because they'd like push me about what I did for work, and I'd end up saying, and then they'd want to see my Instagram. 9 times out of 10, they would literally never talk to me again. Which I was always like, why? What is the reason? Like, I don't know.
Interesting. I wouldn't I think if you're going to do the dating app thing, it has to be, let's meet for coffee because you don't want to get stuck having dinner because God forbid they're terrible. You're stuck there for 2 hours. Like, how do I get out of this? Coffee is quick. Like, grab a drink.
You can easily
get out and be like, okay.
Which would you ever leave a dinner? I've had friends who are like, absolutely not. If I know middle of the dinner we're not hitting it off, I'll just be like, hey, thanks so much for having me. I'm going to go home. Like, would you do that? Because I don't have the balls to do that.
I feel like it depends on the person. Like, if it's just super, like, if there's like tension and we're not
if he's kind of rude
each other, then I'd be like, this isn't working. But again, I wouldn't ever go to a blind date to dinner. Like, I just wouldn't ever do that.
That's smart. Dating tip of the day: coffee for first date.
Coffee first. Plan for like 20 minutes. Don't even set a time and just be like. You could even be like, I have 20,
a meeting
30 minutes. I have something after this. And then if it goes longer,
because then you don't get stuck with them talking your ear off.
Yeah.
But then if it goes longer, you can be like, my meeting got moved.
Yeah. It was kind of creepy though. For the like 3 days I was on Hinge, like a couple of the guys, and I didn't give them out any of my social media, like found me and like sent a request. And I was like, that's creep status. Like,
which what I hated was some of them, I don't know if you ever saw this, they would literally have their Instagram in the thing and be like, I'm not on here much, follow me on Instagram. And then you'd go on there and they'd have like 9 million girls that they're following. And it's like, you're literally just on Hinge to get more followers.
Followers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, no, I think you just meet someone walking down the sidewalk and you smile and you're just like, let's go get coffee.
Yeah. I feel like natural meetings are so, I mean, yes, I know there's success stories from dating apps, but after, I mean, I was only on them for what, maybe 2 months, and it just like gave me the ick. Like, and that they all had, we ended up, me and my friend would get matched with the same people, and they would send, they'd send this sweet pic of mine, then I'd be like, oh, that felt like personal. No, then they were sending the same one to my
copy.
Copy. So I'm like, you're just copying and pasting this to every girl that you think is cute on here, seeing who will respond, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think ideally you meet someone at the gym, but then it's like, I don't want to be approached at the gym. And
it is hard because I feel like you'll always have guys look at you at the gym. Yeah. But then mostly they would never come up to you. Yeah. And I know it's because they hear girls don't want to be approached at the gym. But yeah, the gym would be a really good place.
So you just smile. Like,
yeah, you just need to make a lot of eye contact. Like, I want you to come talk to me.
You walk by and drop your AirPod and be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Or one time, one guy was like, oh, do you like that flavor of energy drink? And we'd seen each other a bunch at the gym.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a good one.
I had one a while ago ask me about my shoes. He follows me on Instagram, so he knows what I'm talking about. But he was just like, do you like those shoes? And I would always give him a hard time, be like, it was really about the shoes, wasn't it? But I feel like that's a good segue.
That is a good one. Ask about the workout shoes.
Yeah. What's a random fact about you that nobody knows?
Why am I so bad at these questions? There has to be some good things.
Do you have like a special talent?
This is not a talent, but I had upper and lower jaw surgery in high school. They had to break my upper and lower jaw. So I have like 16 plates and screws in my mouth now. You can see them on like an x-ray. And it's wild. I had like an underbite, a genetic underbite, which was crazy. I was like 15 years old. For my parents' insurance to cover it, I had to meet with 5 different plastic surgeons who had to say like why it was medically necessary. So I'm like 15, already unsure of myself. And they're like, one of her ears is higher than the other. This is off center, this is not symmetrical, like all this stuff. But yeah, it was crazy when my parents came in. My face was so swollen.
I'm sure.
They were like, they gave us the wrong room. Yeah, like the wrong recovery room. And then I opened my eyes and they're like, no, that's her eyes. But yeah, I had jaw surgery. That was pretty wild. Not a lot of people know that.
What was the recovery time on that? Do you remember?
So I had to have my jaw wired shut for 6 weeks.
That's crazy.
I could not eat normal food for 6 weeks. And then even after
You're
my
like
jaw.
Kanye.
Kanye. Oh, you like? Yes. Which do you like, Kanye? Over on the topic.
I like watching him.
There was a time in life I was really like rooting for him and thinking he was so amazing, and then he went off the deep end again.
Did you see his new shoes he like released?
No, he did.
Yeah.
The last thing I heard about him like a week ago was he was releasing naked pictures of his new wife everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, he released that. He released his shoes. But I feel like if you get married to Kanye, like you're going to be doing that. I don't know. But yeah, you're like Kanye. He broke his jaw too.
Me and Kanye. Yeah. Broken jaws. But yeah, that was something.
Yeah.
What else? What's a random fact about you? Like, I feel like we both probably have so many, but when you're on the spot, you're like, shoot.
Random fact. I was probably like 10 years old. My mom told me to go get my brother for dinner, and he didn't listen to me. So I hit him. And he like turned around and looked at me like he was going to kill me. So I ran. Like,
wait, is he older or younger?
He's younger.
Okay.
So I ran as fast as I possibly could to get back home. But I was running too fast.
Oh, no.
And fell forward. This is the second time I'm telling a story about me running too fast and falling forward on this podcast. But I guess I'm just so fast. But so I'm running. I fall forward and I land in the middle of the road. Like face, hands, knees, like everything. And I ended up like scraping my face on the road and getting rocks like above my lip.
Oh, yes.
And I had to have surgery to have the rocks taken out because my mom didn't clean it
Clean
out,
it
right?
good enough.
Yeah.
Well, because you're probably like screaming like,
yeah.
no.
She's trying to scrub it and get all the rocks out. And so, yeah, that's a fun fact about me.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, well, is there anything else you wanted to share or talk about? Where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
My Instagram is laurenmuellerblog.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of what else I have. What else do I have to tell you about?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, we'll make sure that everyone's following you so we can follow along any of the brands that you sponsor.
Yes. No, you too. I can't wait to share the podcast for everyone to listen to.
Yeah. And I'll share my socks today when I go to the gym.
Yes.
I'll just steal my daughter's socks.
Yeah. I mean, that's our tips is go to coffee for the first date and no show socks are out.
No socks.
So.
I know. I'm so sad.
I'm sad too. Like, I feel like it makes my legs look chubbier. Like, it doesn't do me any favors.
Yeah, that's what I would feel. Or like my shoes aren't going to fit as good because the sock is thicker than like my no show. I don't know.
But I mean, I feel like, I'm like, no, I refuse. I don't want to dress like my 17-year-old daughter, but I refuse to like dress like a millennial. I feel like millennials are just dressing a little too old now.
Yeah.
Like, they're still wearing skinny jeans, which are also out in case anyone was wondering.
I'm glad I didn't wear my skinny jeans.
Like, I don't. So my daughter will always be like, wow, your outfit's very Gen Z today. And I'm like, thank you. That's a compliment.
That is so funny. I know my 14-year-old asked to wear my sambas the other day, and I was like, no, you're not wearing my sambas. But that's when you know you're doing things right? When
my daughter keeps stealing stuff from my closet, and I'm like, you remember this when you're telling me I'm not cool?
Yeah.
Like, obviously I am, or you wouldn't be stealing things from my closet.
Yeah, I know. Kids are the best. Okay, well, we're going to let our candles do their thing. I think it takes a couple hours, so we have to come back and get them.
So excited.
But I think they're going to smell delicious. And every time I light my candle, I think of you.
Yes, same. Yeah. Oh, but wait, that's what I was saying. We should figure out our name. We should make a cute name for our candle on camera or on, on the podcast.
Yeah. We have to come up with a name. So we were given these stickers.
Little stickers. Like, someone got me a candle recently that said, am I allowed to say a bad word?
Yes.
That says hot mom shit.
Okay.
And so I think, like, not that, but it'd be cute to come with like a cute, fun name for our candle.
This is where I need ChatGPT to be like, can you give me some
No, we have to use our own brains.
Yeah.
Wow, we're all getting too lazy. We're used to GPT being incredible. Will you give me a marker?
Yeah, what color do you want?
Something cute. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. I want a one-word candle.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay. I want like a little statement. Like hot mom shit, but not that.
But not that. Yeah, I want a one word. I'm going to do.
Or like, you saw my caption yesterday or whatever day it was, maybe if you saw it, was Happy Girl Era.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that might be good for my candle because it's like citrusy.
Like yeah.
Which, do you like Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's like very polarizing. I went to her tour. I know, it was just so good.
Yeah.
You want one word. What's a good word? What's a one? Like, one word's hard.
Justin's mouthing. Can you just say it? Ponder.
Yes.
That's
genius.
It. Mine is ponder. Thank you, Justin Godsey.
This marker doesn't work good. I'm going to use yours.
I don't know what we're supposed to do with it. Maybe we put it on the front. That was a good one. Thank you, Justin. It's really hard to read mouths.
Or lips.
Yeah.
I know. Should we,
like mother,
should we just leave it here?
Wanderer.
Oh, Wander would have been cute.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. It was so much fun.